Now at 6, Forever Home. We're there as a dog rescued from a puppy mill meets some who could be his future family. And behind the scenes, NBC's new show Revolution filming in Wilmington right now. And we're hearing from the actors on why you should tune in. Now on WECT News at 6.
In high definition, where news comes first. This is WECT News at 6.
Good evening and thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ashley Kozakowski. First tonight, those who want to adopt the dogs just rescued from a puppy mill 2 weeks ago have their chance to meet at least one of the pups today, one day after those who were running the mill admit to their crimes. Now these two, Amelia and Andrew Millis, pled guilty just yesterday to 24 counts of animal cruelty. The sentence, 3 years probation, and they're banned from owning any animals in the future. Plus, they could be forced to pay a $30,000 fine. The puppies are being nursed back to health, and many people have filled out applications today at an adoption event at Aunt Carrie's Pet Store on South College Road. Some dogs have as many as 30 hopeful families. Now today, many of those families visited with Milo. He's one of the dogs from the puppy mill and met some other dogs from the Brunswick County Animal Shelter. We asked them what they thought about the Millis' sentence.
I feel like it should be a little bit more strict. I mean, those animals were held in a little jail of their own, and I feel like someone should have to pay a fine for that. And by their fine, I feel like they should have to serve a little bit of time.
I think that they got a pretty good sentencing, to tell you the truth. The ban on owning the pets is going to be a substantial thing.
Organizers say the puppies are very popular, and for each of the puppies from the puppy mills, there are as many as 20 to 30 applications to adopt those dogs. Now take a look at this. This is video of the puppy mill bus when it took place just 2 weeks ago. Over 158 dogs were turned over to sheriff's deputies in Brunswick County. Now those animals are being adopted out of several rescue group shelters across the state. Well, some of our area has been seeing some showers. Let's check in with Eric now. New at 6 tonight, some bad news for local workers. Granite Services, Inc. plans to permanently lay off nearly 60 workers by late September. Now, this is according to the company's website. Granite Services works with General Electric on more than 2,000 projects a year. The company notified the state about the layoffs, but Granite Services has not returned our calls to talk about why this is happening. Granite Services is located on Castle Hayne Road. Also new at 6 tonight, Wilmington has a brand new fire station, and today the public got to take an inside look. A ribbon cutting ceremony, there you have it, marking the grand opening of MP Fire Station. The original station was built in 1965 but was torn down in 2011 because of mold. The new station is about 800 feet bigger than the old station and includes a large kitchen and exercise facility.
They can maintain their health and wellness because there's an adequate exercise facility. The kitchen in the old building, most people have a bigger kitchen in their RVs than that building had. So it's going to be comfortable. It's going to be a nicer environment from which to provide services.
Sounds good, huh? Well, despite those big red trucks, the station is actually also another color. It's pretty green. It has energy efficient heating and air conditioning and was built from recycled aluminum and steel. Well, today was a very big day for about 2,000 families as the new class of 2016 moves into UNCW. WECT's Bailey Hicks was there for all the long lines and the sweat and those sad goodbye hugs. Oh, all that help is so awesome. Now the incoming class comes from 712 different high schools, 41 different states, and 27 different countries. And welcome to Wilmington, folks. All right, well, are you ready for Revolution? We're taking you behind the scenes of the new NBC show, what the actors are telling us about their characters. That's straight ahead. NBC's Revolution will premiere right here on WECT in less than a month now. I got a chance to go behind the scenes of the show, which is being filmed in Wilmington, and talk to the actors about why you should tune in and what you can expect to see.
It's about hope and family and that sprinkled with lots of action.
Actor Billy Burke talking about his new show, Revolution.
It's all gonna turn off.
The show picks up 15 years after a mysterious blackout that makes everything stop working, from electricity to cell phones, even cars. Burke plays Miles Matheson, a reluctant freedom fighter.
He's this ex-military guy who's got all these skills, but he doesn't want to use them anymore. He's tired of that. He lived a long life of violence, and he was trying to get out of it, but now his niece comes and finds him and brings him back in for the cause.
We're family. His niece, Charlie, travels to Chicago to find Miles. Aaron, who's played by Zach Orth, goes along with her.
Formed a pretty close bond with this guy, Ben, who dies suddenly and violently.
Back off! That thing back off!
Leaves him with this mysterious pendant.
Take it. Don't let anybody know that you have it.
He starts to get the idea that maybe he could use it to turn the lights back on, and so that sort of brings him out of his shell and makes him go on this adventure.
Actress Annalise Phillips also along for the adventure. She plays Maggie in the show.
She's a doctor, so she has a kind of innate strength, but it doesn't mean she knows how to deal with murderers and bears and, you know, people with guns.
Speaking of, you can expect a lot of action in the show, from gunfights to sword fights. You have some amazing sword fighting skills now, right?
Yes, that are fake because I'm an actor. So, in the real world with a sword, I don't know what's going to happen.
Still, Burke's sword skills look very real. When I asked the cast to describe the show, one word gets used a lot: epic.
It's epic. You know, there's nothing small happening. It's all big and intense and adventurous.
So mark your calendars, because NBC's Revolution airs right here on WECT September 17th at 10 o'clock. It will certainly be interesting to see how those scenes that were shot in Wilmington turned out and how they were able to transform our community into a post-apocalyptic world. Now, you may recall last night was your last chance to vote for a screening to happen in Wilmington. Well, we're still waiting to hear from NBC on the results of that contest, so stay tuned. Let's take a live look outside right now. It's looking pretty beautiful out there, but some parts of our area, they're seeing some rain, and our whole area could see some rain over the week. We'll have details coming up in your First Alert forecast. There's a new sweet spot in town that we want to tell you about. TCBY is celebrating their grand opening today. Everybody that walked through the doors got a free small cup of yogurt or $1 off any size they wanted. TCBY says they're glad to now call Wilmington their new home, and customers, well, they couldn't agree more.
Today's turnout has been incredible. We've actually been welcomed to the neighborhood. It's been fantastic. We really expected a large turnout, and everyone's really come out to see us.
It's really good yogurt. I've never been here before, so I thought I'd give it a try.
All right, thought he'd give it a try. And Froyo is really, I mean, it's the new thing. Everybody loves Froyo.
So Ashley with no hip, right?
I know, I am hip. Thank you. I appreciate you calling me hip. So,
how much do I get after the show?
I'll pay you later.
Okay.
Now, we aren't keeping the forecast a secret, though.
No, it looks like they're going to be.
Just like my payola to him.
Yeah, exactly.